So we would run our ransomware that would request access to the files on external media. Here is a script, Frida script running that monitors all the files that were altered on our smartphone. We see that all these files are being encrypted. We see notification personal files encrypted, and in this TXT files, the TXT file is the email where victim has to contact the attacker. We will refresh the screenshots folder, and all the files were encrypted using .anc extension. Right now I'll also demonstrate the decryption tool, so I will run that. Come on, okay. Again, Frida will monitor all the altered files while the CryCryptor decrypts them. And here is the personal files were decrypted, notification from CryCryptor. Let's refresh the folder and see that all the files are safe back with us. For the analysis, I will be using JDEX GUI. I firstly go through the manifest where are defined the permissions. The most important one for the ransomware is write external storage. There is the activity, the main one that will be launched right after start. There are a couple of services. They are exported. I will explain that later on. And the boot filter. It means that the ransomware can start right after boot and encrypt the files. So let's start with a flow of the app with the main activity. Let's go to on create. What happens is the E method. This is the important one. Here it will store a password to shared preferences, and this password is in this method. And this one, the interesting one. In this method, it will generate 16 characters long. That's the cycle for creating a key, and using this key, it will encrypt files on the device. So that was the first thing that happened on an infected device. It would generate a key. See, nothing important. In here, it will set text and the text of the button for the UI. There's a click listener on click A, C show, and on click listener A. So this is what will be executed once user clicks on click listener. In this case, it looks that it will take text from a text box and compare this text with a string, and the string is the password that was generated. And as I showed before, it will compare the string. This is a decryption method. User inputs the key and the software would compare that. If the key equals the one that is generated, it would send an intent for decryption service, and the decryption service would decrypt all the files. And as you can see in here, there isn't sent the actual key to the decryption service. It's also important for us. I will explain that later on. So let's go quickly back. So it generated a key, set some text. We see a functionality that would encrypt files. Then there are some methods, A and B. In the A, it would check if user allowed write external storage, since it's necessary. And what's in here? Here is a check if a ransomware is already running or not. If not, if this is the first time malware was executed, it would display notification or text, please wait, initializing. Displays some error and starts service with encryption encryption service class. Let's go in here to the on start. In here it calls H method, thread from here, from the run of course, and in here is where the encryption actually starts. It would pick all the files from a SD card, from external media, not SD card per se. It would go through these files, and it would, if it would match these particular extensions, it would call the B method, and in here encryption happens. So it would encrypt files. It would add extension .anc to all the files. It would take the password that was generated before, and using this password it would encrypt all the files. Then all the original files will be removed. So that's actually it for the analysis of the CryCryptor.